Baba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. One for my master and one for my dame. One for the little boy who lives down the lane. Don't you enjoy listening to nursery rhymes? Why is it so? Have you thought about it? Nursery rhymes are very rhythmical. The rhythmical pattern of words and the sound effects makes the nursery rhyme very lovely to our ears. Grown-ups as well as the children enjoy nursery rhymes because of its sound effects. So what are the things that are there in a nursery rhyme? The rhyme scheme, rhythmic pattern of words, sometimes symbols, and also the sound effects like alliteration. Have you heard about it? So let's talk about how to appreciate a poem with the help of a nursery rhyme. In this nursery rhyme, Baba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. Wool full. So that's the rhyme scheme there. Again, Baba, black sheep. So we have the B sound repeated, and this repetition makes the sound effects beautiful. Isn't it so? B is repeated. So that is called an alliteration. Likewise, in any woman, we learned about the rhyme scheme and alliteration, etc. So I'm going to explain more about how to appreciate a poem and compare a poem with another poem. Here you have an example of any woman that you have learned, and Coventry Patmos, the toy, the poem is to be compared with any woman. So before that, we can see what are the things we can look into while appreciating a poem. In Baba Black Sheep, you have the rhyme scheme. AABB is the rhyme scheme there because of the repeated sounds or alphabets at the end of the line is the rhyme scheme. In this nursery rhyme, you have the rhyme scheme AA and BB. Now let's look at any woman. I'm the fire upon the hearth, I'm the light of the good sun, I'm the heat that warms the earth, which is colder than a stone. Earth, sun, earth and stone. Earth and earth is AA, sun and stone is BB. So it is AB, AB. Okay. Now you have the alliteration there, like next stanza you can see, I am their light of love alive. I am their light of love alive. So like Baba, black sheep, you have light of love alive. So that is alliteration. Now you have learned how to find out a rhyme and alliteration. Now let's go to the figurative languages. The common figurative languages used as simile and metaphor. So when you are looking into the simile, you can see the comparison using like and as. So there isn't much difficulty in finding out a simile. Even though you don't understand the meaning, you get the simile by looking into whether there is as or like in that lines. Okay, so that's a simile. What's a metaphor? Metaphor is always a hidden comparison. So you can see another object being identified as the one you are explaining. For example, I'll tell you, my love was like a red, red rose. That means it's a simile because like is used there. You can say my love was as a red, red rose. So that's also simile. But in metaphors, what happens? You can say my love is a red, red rose. So that means they are identifying the rose as the love itself. So that's a metaphor. Here, in any woman, the poet says, I am the pillars and the fire upon the hearth. Isn't it? I am the light of the good sun. So everything I am means she is that itself. So the comparison of the woman to a house and the household articles. So that's a metaphor here. In any woman, the poet is referring to the knot of love alive, and also the sacred ring. So here we get the symbol of marriage, the marriage knot that holds the family together, and also the sacred ring, that is the marriage ring that is holding the family and the woman in a household. So that's a symbol here. We use symbols to express certain ideas and qualities. Here you have the comparison of the mother Mary, the infant Jesus' mother, the sacrificing mothers, the simplicity of a mother, and also the purity and spirituality of a mother is expressed in the imagery of putting the children in a manger. The manger is a place where infant Jesus was lying. You can look for personification. What is personification? An inanimate thing is referred like a human being or a person who is alive. Here we have to appreciate the poem The Toy by Kavitri Patmore and compare it with any woman. So you know what the comparison would be. In both the poems, the poets tells us that woman is a spiritual being next to God. So that's the comparison there. And next you can explain the poem. What do you understand from the poem? So let's read the poem once. Listen to me and look into the lines. My little son who looked from thoughtful eyes and moved and spoke in quite a grown-up voice, having my law the seventh time disobeyed, I struck him and dismissed with hard words and unkissed his mother who was patient, being dead. Then fearing lest his grief should hinder sleep, I visited his bed, but found him slumbering sleep, with darkened eyelids and their lashes yet from his late sobbing wet. And I with moan, kissing away his tears, left others of my own, for on a table drawn beside his head, he had put within his reach a box of counters and a red veined stone, a piece of glass braided by the beach, and 6 or 7 shells, a bottle with bluebells, and 2 French copper coins ranged there with careful art, to comfort her sad heart. So when that night I prayed to God, I wept and said, when at last we lie with trance breath, not vexing thee in death, and thou rememberest of what toys we made our joys, how weakly understood thy great commanded good, then fatherly not less, then I whom thou hast molded from the clay, thou'lt leave thy wrath and say, I'll be sorry for their childishness. If you go through this poem, you can see that unlike any woman, the narrator in the poem is the father. In any woman, the narrator is the woman itself. But the theme is the same. Woman is the important factor in a family. Both are saying that. And in any woman, you have the metaphorical usage of the house, but in Kavitri Patmore's toy, we don't have the metaphor, but she's using clear visual images and evoke emotions. We feel sad at the end of the poem. And both the poem tells us about God and the spirituality of motherhood. The rhyme scheme is regular in the poem Toy, and the language is very simple, and also there is a rhythmical pattern. You will also get alliteration in the poem. So just have a look at it and do appreciate the poem and compare the poem with any woman and prepare an appreciation in about 2 pages. So I'll be back with the next lesson, and until then please prepare your appreciation. ഇനി ഞാൻ വീണ്ടും നിങ്ങളോടൊപ്പം അടുത്ത പാഠവുമായി എത്തുന്നതായിരിക്കും. അതിനു മുമ്പേ എൻ്റെ ചാനൽ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ലെങ്കിൽ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യുക. മറ്റു കുട്ടികൾക്ക് ഉപകാരപ്രദമാവാൻ ഷെയർ ചെയ്യുക. So don't miss it. Share and subscribe my channel right now. Thank you. Meet again for the next class.